Hi, Devin. Thanks for submitting Dogpak for review. I did look through this landing page as well as the dogpak.com site and your Indiegogo campaign. I was writing all this down out to post to you on Indie Hackers, but I thought, hey, a video is probably better. It's faster than writing some stuff, and I can get into more detail. So my first take is this is a landing page. So a landing page needs one specific reason to exist and one call to action. So my thought looking at it and what you're asking for is sign up before launch to save $30 is that you want to gather email addresses. Now, we'll talk about that in a moment. What I'm confused on is the Indiegogo campaign, and if that's a pre-sale or if it's the single source that you can end up buying the product or not. And I say that after looking around for a little bit for a number of reasons. One, this says launching on Indiegogo. When I look on Indiegogo, I see that um, let's see, 70 backers on September 16, 2022. So that's a while ago. So I think you got to be careful about how you approach selling a product and getting people interested in it whenever it began as a Kickstart or a crowdfunding campaign on Kickstarter or Indiegogo, because people have been burned and they have a number of concerns. One, you know, is this going to meet its funding goal to actually be produced? Two, if I prepay for that, am I ever going to get it? Because we've all seen plenty of examples where people pay for products and they never actually come out. So if your Indiegogo campaign is completely done and complete, I would go ahead and say that here and say, we don't, you don't have to say the exact number of funds that you've raised, but you could just say, hey, we've raised all the funds in the initial Indiegogo campaign and we're moving to market. Here's how you can get involved. I would also probably not link out to the Indiegogo campaign and just focus on this single page. So here we have a lot going on. We have, launching my Indiegogo, built, a headline, a subtext, um, text about coverage, and then sign up before we launch to save $30. You want a name and an email and a button. Get rid of this text right here where it says featured on. Move all of your logos to a band below this section, in between these two sections, just featuring them all. And if you can link out to that coverage, that's even better. So just clean that up. That's going to clean up half of this mess here in general. Two, don't show the pricing like this. This is just a little bit is an awkward spot to put it. And there's probably a good place for pricing elsewhere. So let's hold off on that. This whole picture right here needs to be something much more compelling, like a really dynamic shot of the dog wearing the product. We don't need this text on it. Get rid of that text. You need a super strong headline, a subtext, and then your CTA. Excuse me. The CTA, you need to make it much clearer exactly what you want from them and what they want to receive. So sign up before we launch to save $30. And this is assuming that this is pre-launch. Could probably be better. I mean, I would probably just go with something like um, get a $30 coupon, get a $30 off coupon, something like that. Email address. That's all you want to collect is just their email address, not the name. And this button, it's not sign up. You're not. Oh, okay. You did say sign up here. Sign up before. Just say get the coupon. That's it. Get rid of the rest of the text. If you are ever writing two blocks of text and a button like this, sign up, save $30. Well, that little pipe icon, pipe character, it looks just like a capital I. So use a hyphen or a dash instead. It'll just make that a little bit clearer. About this page in general on the design view of it, it's not as good as your primary website. So if you can like copy or reference your website more for the design of this landing page, I think that would really boost the visual design of it. One is this font that you're using here. So I pick a different font. It just needs to be a simple sans serif, and I'll actually comment on your website as well. So looking at your website here, change this to be a sans serif. You've already got a sans serif here. It looks really good. You have a sans serif here for all of your body copy. Change the headlines to sans serif, and it's just going to look better for your product. You could have a more dynamic headline text typeface that has some of this geometric, rugged, outdoor look to it. But if you're not sure which one to pick, just keep it very simple. A good one that's probably available on this, I think you're using Squarespace on this, I'm not certain, but I could find out. Shopify, that's what I meant, Shopify. Probably just go with Inter, I-N-T-E-R. That's going to just clean it up and make it really sharp and look good. And then if you can come up with something else later, then that's great too. Award winning. If you say award winning, I better see some awards to back that up. So you got to prove that. Okay. The text, the pitch could be stronger. So, that takes a little bit of thought sometimes. If I come up with something off video, then I'll write that down. Okay, so image, don't link this because it's just jumping down to the bottom for some reason, but I'm not sure why. 13 years, 45 states, so you can sign up today and start your story, countries together. So this is talking about you and your dog, which is great, but I don't, as a viewer and a reader, I don't understand 13 years, 45 states, 30 countries together, sign up today and start your story. It needs to be refocused on the product that you're offering. You can have your story and your dog's story. I think that's perfect because it shows that you are living this product. But not here. Like what you're going to want is the hero section, brand logos, testimonials if you have those, and then get down into the features and the benefits. After that, some more social proof. There's a formula to it. And then a second CTA, and then you can put your founder's story. So you're going to want this founder story down basically at the bottom. Also, text needs to be cleaned up. It's very hard to read. It's way too long. And when you have text running all the way across the page, you really want text to be around 60 to 90 characters long. So you just need to make a column, if it's being centered, that's about this long. So you want your text lines to break here because that makes it a lot easier to read for humans instead of having to read all the way here and then jump down here. It's a typography rule. But get rid of the bolding. Like you don't need bolding. If you're going to highlight a word or a comment inside of text that you're like this, make it italic. That looks a lot cleaner, and don't bold. I mean, but don't italicize or bold as much as you are. This is too much. It could be this one. That looks good. Every dog backpack we tested was either poorly fit, poorly made, too bulky, or too boring, and none of them were waterproof. So that's where you italicize that. But This one, don't italicize this one. I wanted an all-in-one canine backpack for our year-round adventures. So that one doesn't need to be italicized or bolded. So be selective and scarce in how much you italicize. This is what I'm talking about. So your features and your benefits. So what's a feature? Keep your gear dry. You could probably beef that up too and be like, uh, our dog pack is made with 100% water resistance and something another. And then you break that down into smaller points of either further features and or benefits. Save your dog's joints. I mean, that's super important. Keep the weight even. Yep. Okay, launching on Indiegogo. This is where you need to tighten up your CTA and what you're asking people to do and what you're offering. Video, dude, I actually haven't even watched this yet, but you're gonna want to move up. So you want your video, that would be a good spot for here. So you have your hero section, your pitch, you have some brand logos, you have testimonials if you have them, and then you have your video, your explainer video. So that's where that needs to go, way up there. Daily Herald. So you have some brand quotes. That's good. We definitely want to see more of those. Man, I love this graphic right here. And then let's see, launching, and you can finally series adventure. I don't know what all this is about. It's like another CTA, sort of like this is a lightweight sign up form, and then this is a whole bunch of text that I don't want to read, and then another sign up form, and then a little about us, and then another sign up form, and then a bunch of images that are hard to scroll through unless you click these dots. Don't hide all these images in a slider. I want to see these out front. Like this kind of stuff right here, this should be way up higher so that I can see it earlier on and immediately. I want to see these and I want to see them bigger. Show me them big. Right now they look accidentally put in here. Like they're accidentally this small. And when they're this small, they look insignificant. So I want to see high res photos of this pack. I want to see it on the dog as much as possible. And if you have better product photos would be incredibly beneficial to this. Like this is a fantastic, freaking awesome photo. But that's a good one. This one's not as great because I look at it and it's like, okay, what am I looking at? Like a kid's backpack stuffed with water? Like I don't get a sense of the entire product and what's being put inside it. Um, that's an okay one, but when you do product photography, you need a lot more white space, empty space around the full product instead of being that zoomed up on it. And that's what I would say for all of these. Besides that, like, if this is a real product, I think this product looks awesome. I don't know. I'm not a dog owner and I don't know as much about dogs or packs for dogs and stuff, but like looking at the product and it looks really good. Like this is the kind of stuff that I want to see on that landing page. This girl and this dog. That's what you need to be using. This shot. Show me more of those of like the practical use that dog of the product, practical use cases of the dog of the product. I keep saying that. This is a fantastic shot of the dog and the product. I want to see that. Quick note on your website: you don't want to hide all of your links inside of a hamburger menu. Like you want the primary ones to be out front. Product, our story, like that's what you want out front and center. But hey, man, this looks really cool. Congratulations. I hope it's either been fully funded or it's close and it's going to market. Um, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about dogs myself, but I really like the look of this. This looks like a 5-star product. Now, make your landing page 5-star.